Don't try and throw your bat at everything, especially from the very first delivery. Assess the conditions, assess the pitch, the pace on the pitch or the lack of it, and then get set. I did mention at that pitch report that patience is the key. Oh, straight away in the air. Just some nervous energy for Karel. He needs to calm down, and Rossington needs to take charge here. He's the professional, and a lot will depend on the way Adam Rossington plays in those overs.
Yeah, for the spinner, you see 3 on the onside, saving 1. 1 at backward square leg, short mid-wicket and mid-on. And you have a deep mid-wicket. And on the offside now for the right-handed batter, Abhishek calls for a slip. Good attacking field. You have a long off, backward point and short cover. They're aware of Rossington. He'll like to take on the bowler very early in the power play.
Well, they have made one change, the Lumbini Lions. They've opted for Niroshan Dikwala from Sri Lanka, the international cricketer. He's out there in the middle, and out went Thomas Drucker.
Oh yeah, nice bowling, nice bowling.
This is fine. He can make up for these dot deliveries, Mikhail. He just needs to play himself in a little bit. A couple of overs maybe, and then he can really turn on the heat.
You're just backing away, or you're trying to create space and still not able to pierce that offside. Nice arm delivery this time. Got to be careful as a batter early on.
Well, absolutely. You're just exposing your stumps. There is support there for the Pokhara Avengers. They had a really good last game. Oh, did that get the edge? Did that get the edge? End of the over, says umpire Rambakwela. 1 done. Pokhara Avengers put into bat, 1 for none.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Made his way in place of Thomas Jack Drucker, and 2 changes here for the Pokhara Avengers. Abhishek Tiwari, the all-rounder, comes in place of Akash Chand, and Daniel Doutwaite misses out because of an injury, and Matt Taylor comes in, the left-arm pacer. But a lot will depend on the top 5 here for the Pokhara Avengers batting first. We've seen spin from one end, it's going to be Trumpleman from the other. You worked away. It's coming in from the Chobar end. Chobar is a lovely little view as well. The Chobar Hills, as Fazal keeps calling it.
Yeah, it's a beautiful city, this. Chobar Hills, the Chandragiri Hills. We're going to get the snow-capped peaks of the Himalayan range. Rupan Trumpleman has bowled really well in the tournament so far. 4 for 21, his best. 56 matches and 60 wickets. So he's got loads and loads of experience. Adam Rossington, beautifully bowled. That high back lift coming down in time, in the nick of time, Mick.
That's quite a rhyme there, Fazal. 7 wickets for Trumpleman in this tournament so far. Game number 5 for the Lions. Walked away with the player of the match in the first game, which they won 3 for 23 in its 4 overs against the Chittagong Rhinos. That's when the Lumbini Lions won by 6 wickets, chasing down 142. They've gone quiet after that, Fazal.
Wild swish outside their off stump. He's looking a little tentative. Like I did mention, there is a little nervous energy in the Pokhara Avengers. They know how important it is to win from here on. But they do have the depth in batting. They do have the character in the side. They do have a very good captain in Bhurtel. There's the view that we keep talking about. That's the valley there in the foreground, and then you have those snow-capped mountains in the background as well. Another poke outside the off stump. Rossington is a little tentative out there in the middle, and understandably so. I did mention that they're under pressure, the Avengers. They need a win to progress in this tournament. We're at the halfway stage, so we're entering the business end of things. That's the pitch for this game. Pitch number 7. It looks pretty good. It's hard as a rock. It's just a little dry. There's no moisture underneath that surface, but the clay in this neck of the woods, Mikhail, is top quality. In India, that would have broken into a million pieces. It would have just powdered a little. Here it stays together because they do water it in the night a little bit, just enough to keep it bound. For the first game, it was a little slow, but the second game, like we saw yesterday, 160 was chased down, and what an innings by Bashir Ahmed. So you can play well on these pitches as well, should you just stay a little patient, bide your time, and then explode. You can't explode from the outset.
8 deliveries here for Rossington. Yeah, he's just got into a bit of a tangle here and all kinds of knots and crosses. He's trying to find a way out to get that first one. It's been a quiet start. Good over. There's just the 1 run coming off it, 2 for no loss.
What is this?
Red Bull. It gives you wings.
Wings. No more slithering.
Give it a try.
Either this all wings thing is nonsense, or I must have done something wrong.
Mm-hmm.
It's weekend. The
Mutual
crowd's
fund
coming in
investments
huge
are subject to
numbers,
market
filling in the
risks.
stands.
Read all scheme-related
Pokhara
documents
Avengers put into
carefully.
bat, a 2 for no loss. Some very tight overs here. Yeah, they've just got into a very nice rhythm here. Both the bowlers, the spinner and the pacer there. Trumpelman just applied pressure. He's just mounting pressure with dot deliveries at the other end. First sighter of aggression straight to the fielder.
Easy.
Just take a look at some of the beautiful sights of Kathmandu. What a beautiful valley this, the mountains in the background, the ground there, the Tribhuvan University ground pulled away. Nicely pulled back by the fielder inside the ring.
3 wickets for Abhishek Gautam in this competition, but he was very impressive in the last game, bowling very early in the power play. Again, much like Ranjit Kumar, he's unafraid to give that a bit of flight and loop. Okay, then I reckon this is going to be an event over. And I'll tell you why, because Rossington has been trying to break the shackles for quite some time now. Still to get off the mark, and he's consumed 9 deliveries, so you just feel a lot is playing on his mind. Yeah, looks to go big this time, flexes his muscles. That will relieve him as well. The pressure was mounting, and finally he expresses himself in true Rossington style.
Once you drop short on this ground, it's absolutely easy peasy, isn't it? Just on the back foot and straight on the boundary cushions. 6 will be signaled by my favorite umpire out there in the middle, Prageet Rambakwela. When it hits those boundary cushions on the full, or just pitched inside, I guess, or did it pitch on the boundary cushion? Just on the half volley, as we call it. But let's wait for the umpire to just reconfirm what he feels of that. Four runs signaled by umpire Rambakwela. The ever smiling Rambakwela.
Yeah, the good thing about that shot from Rossington was this time he didn't try to carve it through the offside region. He just picked it along the way over mid-on. He's been trying to pierce that offside for some time now for the spinner. And just following him here.
Well, what you need to do, Mikhail, is just stay patient. There he is once again. Oh, the ever-smiling Prageet Rambakwela from Sri Lanka, the former first-class cricketer. He's umpired in a test or two, one-day internationals, T20s. He's done it all. And on his partner, Bodhi Bahadur Pradhan from Nepal. He's the local from Nepal. Two of the best out there in the middle. Nicely struck down the ground. That's the way to do it. Adam Rossington stands his ground and says, go fetch that. Very nonchalant. 329 fours for the tournament. Pokhara Avengers after 3, 11 for none.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Remember, not many
Mutual
matches
fund
left
investments
after
are
this.
subject
Most of
to
them have
market
played
risks.
as many as
Read
3 to
all
4.
scheme-related
This is the 5th
documents
game
carefully.
for the Lumbini Lions. So they are aware they need to finish with 3 in 3 to give themselves a chance in their progress to the top 4. Sher Malla just bowled the 1 over in the last game, but before that he was amongst wickets, runs, and took a splendid catch as well. He comes on to bowl.
Oh, good bowling, Malla.
Very impressed with Malla in season 1.
Malla.
It's very important for the captain as well to maybe judiciously use him and use him at the right times. He's a wicket-taking option, yeah.
That's in the air, just short of the man. I think he's got it wrong here, Karel. He needs to just take the single, give Rossington the strike with the off-spinner on, because he can hit with the spin to the shorter side. It's 61 meters on the left-hander's onside. The ball not really turning. We've not seen too much of turn in the tournament. A couple of balls have turned for the wrist spinners, not so much for the finger spinners, and understandably so. Pitches have been really good here. They've been consistent down the track. Oh, just not able to find the gap here. Just getting a little edgy now. He shouldn't throw it away. They've taken 3.5 overs. They need to ensure that they play out this power play well.
Yeah, picks it, helps it along the way. A touch shot, drifting down leg, and it's been nicely put away by Corell.
Well, that's what he needs to do, Corral. Just wait for the bad ball and put it away. There it is, down on one knee, just helping it over to get the NCL Super 4. But what they need to do is play the good balls for singles, and automatically they'll bowl the bad balls, put them away for runs. And that's how you construct the innings in those 6 overs. Just don't try and hit every ball for a 6 or 4.
This one's gone really high, and I believe Rohit Paudel is getting underneath it. He'll not drop many. He's a very safe pair of hands. Karel got a boundary of the last delivery, but throws it away in the very next. Avengers lose their first, and Malla strikes in his very first over.
Well, that's been the problem for the Avengers. Getting a little edgy there was the left-hander pressing the self-destruct button out there. We saw him getting that boundary. He was looking a little edgy, and I have my man, says Sher Malla. You did mention how important Sher Malla is. He picks up a wicket straight away. Dinesh Karel gone for 7 off 11. The Avengers put into bat 15 for 1.
मैं निकला ओ गड्डी लेके ओ रस्ते पर एक मोड़ आया मैं उठे दिल छोड़ आया
Red Bull gives you wings.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks.
A blob in the next, And he'll want to just come back into form. One of the best batters in Nepal. And no better batter than him in the power plays to go out there and express.
Well, I really like this kid, number 14, Kushal Bhurtel. See him in the lobby, see him at the breakfast table. He's such a nice boy. And he's a really good batsman. He played well for Nepal, the senior team. He'll come out here. He's got the golden duck in the last game, so that'll be playing on his mind as well. Oh, appeal, it's close, and up goes the finger. Oh, playing across the line, Sher Malla getting that one to straighten, and the second golden duck for the skipper, Kushal Bhurtel. Avengers now 15 for 2.
Sher Malla it is. He's been the wicket-taking option in NPL Season 1, Season 2. Captain gives him the ball and he delivers. He's on a hat-trick. It's just coming too far across. You could see the leg stump over there, which meant he was right in front. Malla knew it immediately. And Budhi Pradhan had no hesitation in raising the finger. This man takes off. He knows the importance of this big wicket. And the captain goes out for Blob in back-to-back games. A first bowler for him. It's 15 for 2.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.
Yeah, it's all just changed for the Pokhara Avengers very early in their innings. And there comes the player of the match from the last pitch in the middle. But this is a completely new situation for him. In the last game he came, it was a little different. Wow, Sher Malla on a high.
Trumpelman, he'll be bowling from the northern end of the ground or the commentary box end. Rossington just scratching around a little bit, trying to find some kind of form, some kind of touch. Will Ruben Trumpelman and give him the pace that he's looking for. Nicely driven. They're really doing well are the Lumbini Lions, winning the toss, electing to field first. They'll feel extremely happy and vindicated that they've fielded first. They needed to pick up early wickets and they've done that. The fourth over, very, very important over in the context of the game. Sher Malla coming on, straight away picking up 2 wickets.
Sumit has to be very careful running with Rossington. He's not the quickest and agile and nimble-footed runners.
Well, just take a look at this. He was so edgy. He got a boundary of the previous delivery down the track, trying to hit him over the top. Skipper, nice, easy, simple catch for him. He's not going to miss those. And then the skipper walked in. He was on a golden duck. That's nicely swiveled, nicely turned, nicely played, nicely placed, and nice boundary.
Yeah, that's gone the distance. It's the first Siddharth Bang maximum from the bat of Rossington. They'll want more of this, the Pokhara Avengers. Yeah, quickly got onto this one. Nice little swivel. Oh! This man's been brilliant. Lovely catch, young man. I think the first crowd catch. Of course, he's one of the ball boys, maybe one of the volunteers. And there he is. You know, he's done something nice there beyond the ropes.
साथीहरु सबैजनालाई फलो पनि गरिदिनु होला साथीहरु NPL को लास्ट फाइनलसम्म म लाइभमा आउँछु साथीहरु अनि हेर्नलाई फलो गरिदिनु होला
Across a pad, once you put your pad so much across, the bat has to go around it, and if you miss it, you're absolutely plumbers. He was palpably in front. Bhurtel, a second golden duck for him, a king's pair as they call it.
Oh, he's got a leading edge on this one. Will just elude the fielders. 2 of them were converging towards it. He's living dangerously, Rossington. You've got to admit that. But that's how he plays his cricket.
Well, that's fine. It was in the slot. He had to play the shot. Just a little top edge, perhaps lack of pace in this pitch, but a lot of work for particularly Adam Rossington now. He's played 17 deliveries, so he's set 2 4s, 1 6. You know, he'll need to really farm the strike a little from Sumit Verma and take them to that score of at least 35, maybe 40 in the next couple of overs. Play the next phase really well. The phase between 7 and 5, very important. 5 done, 22 for 2.
Dad, I'm a genius. We don't have to freeze anymore. I can make us penguins fly.
That's going to be tricky without wings.
Exactly. That's why I've got Red Bull. It gives you wings. All we have to do is drink it.
And how?
Come on, Dad. Just drink it. Look. But why?
Why, it's minus 40 degrees. Or did you think we're doing this for fun? Red Bull gives you wings.
But only if you drink it.
Oh.
So well.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.
I think the first season, maybe we've had 1 or 2 other hat-trick balls. I can't remember them. It's time for a hat-trick ball. Can Shermala do it? Get his name up in lights. Big moment. Rossington on strike. Rossington doesn't know it's a hat-trick ball. He slog sweeps it for 4. Got to love the modern game, Hilton Ackerman.
Now still in the power play here, so only 2 men allowed out. Granted, both of those are on the leg side, but Rossington has picked an area that he likes. That deep mid-wicket. Well, either it took him an over to forget that there was a hat-trick ball, or he's not bothered at all.
I think probably the latter. Oh, now is this outside the line? Just. I think this replay will show this is close, but the right decision, given that out.
Just outside the line, maybe.
He's got something, doesn't he, Shermala? Mystery spin, the modern game. He has his own method. Very confident young man. There might have been just a little bit of bat involved, even if there wasn't. I think he's outside the line.
The mystery spinner.
Yeah, so I had Shermala on I do a little rap at the end of each evening just to try and actually remember what happened during the day, because the days are so frenetic. Oh, brilliantly bowled again. He's causing all sorts of problems here, isn't he, Shermala? Has this come off the bat or the pad? He's got himself in a horrible position, Verma.
I think height. I think going over leg stump.
Come on, boys! Come on, boys! 2 more here, boys! Come on, lads!
What he was explaining to me at an interview with him was that he's got 2 different carom balls, an arm ball, so that's that little in-swinger we've seen there. The carom ball will flick away, but in 2 different varieties. He only bowls the off-break to left-handers. He says he basically never bowls his off-break to right-handers, because then the ball is turning in, going into the hitting arc. Amazing how T20 has changed the game. An off-spinner who doesn't really bowl off-breaks. Again, little carom ball, great over. 5 off it. He's got 2 for 9. It's 27 for 2.
Dad, Dad, I'm a genius. We don't have to freeze anymore. I can make us penguins fly.
That's going to be tricky without wings.
Exactly. That's why I've got Red Bull. It gives you wings. All we have to do is drink it.
And how?
Come on, Dad. Just drink it. Look. But why?
Why, it's minus 40 degrees. Or did you think we're doing this for fun?
Red Bull gives you wings.
But only if you drink it.
Oh.
A peak no footballer has ever scaled. The GOAT has his eyes set on number 1,000. Russian Saudi League, where CR7 mania runs wild. Watch Cristiano Ronaldo in the Russian Saudi League, streaming live only on FanCode.
I'm going to stick my hand up for once. I thought the Avengers were favourites coming into today, but they've got themselves in a tangle. Are we finally going to see the real Lumbini Lions?
I was a little bit surprised at the decision to bowl first. And this is good running. Good running, a direct hit would have been interesting. But it's the energy and intent that's required here, because they are a little bit behind of where they need to be.
A little bit slow on the turn there, wasn't he? And you just saw 2, maybe 3 nervous looks over Rossington's right shoulder. He's a good batter to watch, isn't he? He's played down in the SA20 with good success. He's played all around the world. When he gets in, he can tend to go very big indeed.
I know what you're saying about Shermala, and he doesn't bowl off spin to right-handers, but I think sometimes we can get a little bit too caught up in that, in the whole matchup thing. I know that it's ideal, particularly in certain situations, but you know, what happens if there's a batter that, a right-hander that struggles against off spin? There's lots of Australians who prefer the ball going away from them than they do coming back into them.
Oh, this is close. This is very, very close and given. And Nabe flexes his bodybuilding muscles. Sumit Verma, 50 the other day, never looked set today. And it's the second batter for the Avengers gone for a duck.
Strange statement to make, but this just sounded out. It's clattered into the front pad and would have gone on to hit off stump. Played all around that Sumit Verma. Isn't it amazing what this game does? 50 in the previous, 0 in this one, 30 for 3.
Dad, I'm a genius. We don't have to freeze anymore. I can make us penguins fly.
That's going to be tricky without wings.
Exactly. That's why I've got Red Bull. It gives you wings. All we have to do is drink it.
And how?
Come on, Dad. Just drink it. Look. But why?
Why, it's minus 40 degrees. Or did you think we're doing this for fun?
Red Bull gives you wings.
But only if you drink it.
Oh.
It's all on the line. 6 powerful teams will battle in pursuit of glory to claim their place in history.
5-3 down already in the just outside.
Every move counts as they pursue.
Veering towards wanting to bat first, even though they got up last night thanks to that Bashir Ahmed masterclass, the Kings. I think in the day game, if you're going to get anything, it might be early. And the Avengers have shown that here. It's a slightly earlier start as well on the Saturday, because the doubleheaders during the week, we go 11:45. It's not even 11:45 yet. We start at 11:15. So just any kind of assistance you might get are going to be in these first 6-7 overs. And I think the combination, I know a couple of the wickets have gone to spin, but he's kind of swinging the ball. And that one there, I thought from Nabe, but actually swung through the air. So for me, slightly split box, maybe for the first time. I agree on most things, but I backed the decision to bowl first.
I didn't say I didn't. I said I'm surprised, because the majority of the results over the last week have gone to the side batting first. You can't argue with the decision now. It's working out his way.
I think the irony is, I don't know what he said at the toss, because I was up in the crowd just getting ready for the studio. I think Kushal Bertel probably would have batted. 7 ball, 30 for 3.
Dad, I'm a genius. We don't have to freeze anymore. I can make us penguins fly.
That's going to be tricky without wings.
Exactly. That's why I've got Red Bull. It gives you wings. All we have to do is drink it.
And how?
Come on, Dad. Just drink it. Look. But why?
Why, it's minus 40 degrees. Or did you think we're doing this for fun? Red Bull gives you wings.
But only if you drink it.
Oh.
You think that hurts? Trust me, it's the feeling of ecstasy. When you roll on that silken grass, it's the touch of greatness.
To our criticism of it the other day, but Rohit Paudel, who did not bowl this man until the 17th over, I think it was, in the Lions' defeat in their last game, brings Tilak Raj Bandari, his leg spinner, on now in the 8th. Much more like it. Back your X-Factor players, back your wrist spinners, and get them into the game.
Ball, Macha. Good stuff here, boys. Good stuff here, boys.
They do have Jimmy Neesham up their sleeves. And I'd expect Neesham probably be in next at number 6.
Good bowling.
We're just talking about the fact that Bertel might have batted first in the win, their first win of the season. He was the bravest captain there's been this season because he was the first to buck the trend. Match 14 after 13 captains bowling first. He didn't get any runs himself, but it was effective for the win for the Avengers. Problem is today, Sumit Verma, who made 50, and Dinesh Karel, who made 38, they've combined for 7 runs between them today. I think today's got to be the day that Neesham steps up. He hasn't had the best season with the bats. He's still found a way to impact games, particularly with that catch. He needs to go big.
And quickly. He's going to have to go big and very quick. Because if you fancy chasing, well, the captain would have, that means the captain thinks that the surface is good.
Go, hit it.
Get through for the quick single comfortably enough, despite the direct hit. It also gives Rohit Paudel a chance here with the 2 right-handers just knocking it around. I would expect Tilak, the leg spinner, and Abhishek, the left-arm spinner, to bowl in tandem here and get through their overs before the threat of Neesham comes to the crease.
That's something that teams are always very aware of. If the scoreboard's going nowhere, you want your fielders and your bowlers to get through the overs quickly.
Googly out of the back of the hand as Rossington works it away. These overs 6 to 15, or actually let's focus on particularly 6 to 11. They seem to kind of have their own rhythm and tempo. They can make or break an innings.
I think it depends really on, again, situation of the game. I mean, if you're none down or you 1 down, I think batters are still very aggressive. But if you've lost a few in the power play, you need to get a little bit deeper in the innings. Oh no, bowled him around his legs. Too far across and they fall deeper into trouble.
Well, he's exposed his stumps and he's paid the price. And this is why you get your wrist spinner into the game early. They make things happen. I think he's a very talented young bowler. Different kind of bowler to Alamachani. He's flat, skids it on, and Raj Das, no impact at all.
साथीहरु है म NNpl को सबै म्याचहरु लाइभ आउँछ साथीहरु है लाइभ हेर्नलाई सबैजनाले फलो गरिदिनु
मैंने और नहीं तो क्या तूने ही कहा था म्यूचुअल फंड सही है
भाई पेशेंस म्यूचुअल फंड है इस मैच की तरह है
कभी रन रेट ऊपर, कभी थोड़ा सा नीचे।
शानदार शॉट सीधे वर्मा जी के गैलरी।
म्यूचुअल फंड्स की पिच पर जितना टाइम टिका रहेगा, फायदा होने के चांसेस उतने बढ़ेंगे।
सही है।
म्यूचुअल फंड्स में पेशेंस रखना सही।
म्यूचुअल फंड निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है। योजना से जुड़े सभी दस्तावेजों को ध्यान से पढ़ें।
This November, get ready as cricket.
I'd make a call that I think he's the most popular overseas cricketer we've ever had here in the Nepal Premier League. I'd include Shikhar Dhawan in that. I'd include Faf du Plessis, who's due to get in very shortly. We all love Jimmy Neesham here because he loves Nepal, and well, he owes his team some runs, to be frank. He's had impact with the ball and in the field, but he's got to get a score today. And in fact, this partnership has to do something to completely change this innings because the Avengers are going nowhere. Well bowled movement both ways now from Gulbari Naib. Okay, Jess, I think you're down pitch side. Who have you got with you?
That's right, I am. I'm joined by Ishwar GC, the owner of the Lumbini Lions. Ishwar, an excellent day for the Lions so far. Beautiful sunny day as well. How are you finding it so far?
Yeah, really good day. Like, you know, we are having very good, like, in the morning. And thank you so much, Jace. I think you are the luckiest one. Yeah.
Always taking the wickets when I'm down by the boundary.
Yeah, that's the things, you know.
And, you know, how have you adopted the role as team owner? And what would that look like for you?
Yeah, the thing is that, you know, not only me, all the franchise owners, they are really pleased and they are really happy to lead the, you know, all the franchise clubs. And even me, the win and loss, this is a part of the game. But the main thing is that how, you know, you are leading the club and how you are helping to, you know, entire cricket fraternity. That is the main thing. So I'm really happy, I'm pleased with my team, and I'm leading accordingly.
Excellent. And where do you hope to see the Lions grow and develop to over the years to come?
Over the years or this year?
Over the years, in the future.
Hopefully we'll play the good cricket and we'll make a very good foundation and very good team. And in this year as well, we hope that we'll come back, you know, we'll do some bounce back and we'll do some good, you know, good result also. Yeah.
And the NPL so far has had an excellent response. It's been such a successful league to date. The crowd obviously coming in numbers. As an owner, how nice is that for you to see?
It's pleasant. It's pleasant. Like, you know, we are, you know, we are the witness of this ground since very long. And now, you know, they are enjoying here. It's a lot for us. They are enjoying and their passion. It's, you know, it's telling us how important cricket is for them. Yeah, so we are really happy for that, and I'm not only the owner, I'm only one of the fans as well, so I can feel this.
साथीहरु सबैले लाइक शेयर गरिदिनु है अनि फलो पनि गर्नु प्लिज है फलो है
the development of younger talent in Nepal, but how nice has that been to see for them to be exposed to such a platform?
Yeah, this is the main thing. Like, NPL is contributing a lot for, you know, those players who are in remote areas or who are just learning. Right? You can just see that our, you know, young talented, they are playing very nicely. For an example, that Abhishek and Tilak, there are some other players in other teams as well. So this will really, you know, create a dream for them, right? So the NPL is not only one tournament. This is one foundation and this is one institution, right? So we are contributing from our own side as a, you know, one of the major stakeholders. So I think this NPL is going to be a crucial and going to be a very strong foundation to development of the cricket in Nepal.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much for chatting to us, and all the best for you and the team.
Thank you, Jace. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Back to comms.
Thank you, Jess. Amen to that. I do enjoy the fact that even the owners have cottoned on to the fact that Jess seems to be a wicket magnet during her flash interviews.
Well, the Avengers would have been holding their breath there. They've got away with it. There was a shout.
I do love the usage of social media here. It's almost always in kind of good heart, good spirit, good fun. And we're seeing a lot of talk about Jess's magnetic ability to make the wicket swell. Might have been bowled 35 for 4. Well, this was a brilliant initiative this year. The Omar Jaku NPL Trophy Tour. It went to all 7 of the provinces, all the way from Surat-Prashim out in the far west, out to Biratnagar in the far east. And look at the numbers of people that got involved. And it's an iconic trophy. And the number of people that turned out, we heard stories of people in incredibly rural areas. There's been Bandari there, that was out in Surat-Prashim. Travelling hours to come and see the trophy, and it's helped build the hype up for this year's competition, where it's approaching fever point. And after last night's thriller, this season's only going to get better and better as we're into the second half of it now, because this is match 17 of 32.
Certainly getting closer and closer to finding out who are, I'm not going to say top 4, I'm going to say top 2. You know, those positions so important, positions 1 and 2, because you have that match that sees who goes straight through to the final and who has another chance playing against the winner of 3 and 4 on the table.
Do you see any way in which somebody can penetrate the top 2 that looks very, very much like being the Royals and the Kings, as Rob Powell acknowledges the crowd?
The Royals are taking on the Bolts. The Bolts haven't won a game yet, so I think if they go to 5, then they're away. The Royals, they're in that top 2. I don't think the Kings are there just yet. You know, the Gawkers and the Rhinos, they've certainly got match winners within their sides. But that was a massive win for the Kings last night in a game that I don't think a lot of us saw them getting there. What an innings from Bashir Ahmed.
69 off the last 5. Remarkable. Really, really remarkable. Okay, it's going to get us to the halfway stage of the first innings, so it comes to that time. It is time now for the expert strategic timeout. The Avengers 38 for 4. Do love this time of the day, and we get it 4 times on doubleheader days. It's the halfway stage, and in the expert strategic timeout, the DJ gets the tunes going, and the crowd respond in kind. And that atmosphere yesterday evening, oh, it was quite unforgettable, breathtaking. There was goosebumps in the commentary box. There was tears from Bashir Ahmed, and a dedication to his mother. Well, an evening we won't forget, as that ends the strategic timeout. But with the fans, of course, it's not just those here in the crowd. Those can watch around the world too on the Dish Home Go official OTT streaming platform of the Nepal Premier League 2025. We've received messages from every corner of the globe, from people downloading the app and subscribing. So I want to thank everyone for watching on that. Also down in Star Sports in India, where my co-commentator comes from, Fazal Khalil. Have you had messages from people in India tuning in and saying, what is this going on up in Nepal?
Plenty of messages. Enjoying the Nepal Premier League, just seeing the international flavor in the tournament as well. Augurs really well for Nepal Premier League. That lots of people in the Indian subcontinent are watching this tournament as well. And with the support of the BCCI, the Cricket Association of Nepal do send a team, or did send a team in the last month. That'll be a wide to just go and practice at the Centre of Excellence at Bangalore. So all things bright and beautiful for Nepal cricket.
Feels like we're reaching a tipping point, doesn't it? Not just for cricket in Nepal, but for the associate game.
Oh, nice bowling,
and so much credit needs to go to the ICC and to the Asian Cricket Council in this part of the world for the pathways and the opportunities that they've been giving men, women, youth teams, emerging teams. Short, hammered. And hammered all the way for 6. Another one dropped in the crowd, but Rossington burst to life.
Well, it doesn't matter that it's the shorter side. It just went the distance, didn't it? It was 61 meters, the boundary there. On the western side of the ground, just dropping that one short and gleefully accepted by Adam Rossington. It was the wrong one and dealt with the utmost severity.
I think he's a very, very talented wrist spinner, Darcy Short, but he has a propensity to either bowl one very poor over or a couple of very bad balls per over. I understand that, bowling it myself. It's the hardest art, it's the darkest art, it's the most difficult thing to do in our sports. Problem is, all the momentum had been with the Lions, so you just wonder, will particularly Neesham now look to go downtown and make this a big over?
Well, he's got the ability to break loose at any given point in time, does Jimmy Neesham. He just needs to bide his time there and play for those last 5 or 6 overs, Andrew. We saw how Bashir Ahmed did it last evening. That's the way to go about doing it. One needs to get settled on this pitch. It's not easy for a batsman to walk in there and get 6s and 7s. So you need to stay there, assess the situation, the bounce, the pace or lack of it on this pitch, and then enjoy yourself.
He does go downtown, but there's a fielder there, and it's over his head. And the 50 comes up in some style. Short thought this was a chance, but Neesham had the power to muscle it over the rope. It's 52 for 4.
यार घाटा कर दिया तूने। मैंने और नहीं तो क्या, तूने ही कहा था म्यूचुअल फंड सही है, म्यूचुअल फंड सही है।
भाई पेशेंस, म्यूचुअल फंड है इस मैच की तरह है, कभी रन रेट ऊपर कभी थोड़ा सा नीचे।
शानदार शॉट सीधे वर्मा जी के गैलरी।
म्यूचुअल फंड्स की पिच पर जितना टाइम टिका रहेगा, फायदा होने के चांसेस उतने बढ़ेंगे।
सही है,
म्यूचुअल फंड्स में पेशेंस रखना सही।
म्यूचुअल फंड निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है। योजना से जुड़े सभी दस्तावेजों को ध्यान से पढ़ें।
This November, get ready as cricket's fastest format returns.
Pull away for 6.
10 teams, 12 days of explosive action.
Magnificent 100.
Where the biggest names in the game go all out.
Anything going in the first half with two quality ball strikers at the crease. Can they rescue this innings with the fifth wicket partnership? Going to turn to the leg spinner. Tilak will come in for his second. He didn't get all of this, Nisham. Did he think this was going to go all the way?
Well, we saw him playing a shot like that in the previous game. This time, little bit more in the center. Lucky, very lucky that it's a 63-meter hit down the ground and a little exchange, a little lip service between the two. I think they know each other really well. A little banter is good for the game as long as it doesn't cross that line of decency.
Worked nicely into the gap, should get a couple. Powdled as well, get some help. I wonder, was this half a chance? Goal, but he would have had to get the dive in, Naib, but from this angle, just get a look at Naib's positioning here at long off.
Just floated that one up and just take a look at Naib. But it's always going away from him, Andrew. Let's not be too hard on the poor kid, Gulbuddin Naib. He could have stretched his hands out, but I don't think he would have got a touch to it.
It was like a goalkeeper watching it past the outside of their post.
Over the post.
I just wonder, was that maybe half a chance if he got the dive in? Difficult. I'm not saying he necessarily would have even held on to it, but maybe prevent the maximum at least.
Well, I think the effort there was missing. If he had just perhaps lunged at the ball, one would have said that he did commit to the catch.
Starting to warm to the task is Nisham, but Powdle. Well, he's one of 3 or 4 fielders here in this country that is as good as you'll see on any ground around the world, and that's a fantastic piece of work. 3 runs saved.
Well, I think this would work for Jimmy Neesham with the leg spinner in operation, the ball coming into him. Well, probably just the medicine that Jimmy Neesham needs, just that injection of a little bit of form, which is, that'll be a wide. Well, I really reckon that the leg spinner bowling to Jimmy Neesham will be playing up his alley.
And you got to remember Neesham's record in this competition. Well, it's rather remarkable. The highest strike rate in the history of the comp, the highest 6-hitter in the history of the comp, as we see Powdle's brilliant fielding again. Every metric you look at, he goes bigger and better than anyone. And even in this particular phase of the game, he's got the highest strike rate too, between the overs 7 and 15, and also against spin. So whatever the metric, Neesham, top of the charts.
Certainly top of the charts, but a little off the boil really in this competition so far. Rossington will just turn the strike over and keep it.
साथीहरु है NPL को सबै म्याच हेर्नलाई फलो गर्नु होला साथीहरु प्लिज है सबैले म्याच फलो गर्नु
Genius, we don't have to freeze anymore. I can make us penguins fly.
That's going to be tricky without wings.
Exactly. That's why I've got Red Bull. It gives you wings. All we have to do is drink it.
And how?
Come on, Dad. Just drink it. Look. But why?
Why, it's minus 40 degrees. Or did you think we're doing this for fun?
Red Bull gives you wings.
But only if you drink it. Oh.
It's all on the line. 6 powerful teams will battle
beautiful sights you can imagine
in pursuit of glory to claim their place in history. Every move counts as they pursue a dream of victory.
Where in the world? I tell you, when the visibility is like this, it's right up there. Now, last night, I begged and I prayed for a thriller. We were given it. How good was this man? He's the talk of the nation today.
Well, the one thing that I liked is the way he constructed the innings. He didn't start by going bang, bang right from the get-go, even though wickets were falling around him. But he played some really exquisite shots. He was in complete control, and then some real captaincy errors as well led to that fine win for the Viratnagar Kings. In the end, they deserved to win that game, the Kings. It was more a case of the team losing the game rather than the team winning the game.
Well, Bashir the Brave, he is mercurially talented. He really is. And for me, I think we saw two of the great innings in Nepal Premier League history yesterday. John Simpson in game 1 of the day, and then that was match 15, and then in match 16, Bashir Ahmed. It was 69 off 5 overs they required. They were nowhere to be seen. Credit to Narayan Joshi too, who played his role. But for Ahmed, what a story. Comes from such a humble background. Born down near the border with India in a place, a very small village called Kapilvastu, and comes from really from a very, very humble background. When he first started playing cricket, he didn't really have access even to his own bats and playing kits. And I loved his attitude. Mikhail asked him last night, are you now thinking about a T20 World Cup? He said, that's not my job. My job is to score runs. That is up to the selectors, up to God. And he has a great attitude, and there is something very special about him. I saw him first down in Bhairawa in 2021, and I couldn't understand why he wasn't in the mix in terms of national team selection. Made his debut the following year. Always been thought of more of as an ODI player, but that's what this Nepal Premier League offers. Opportunity for players to show themselves on a higher stage and show their real potential.
I really like the way he told Mikhail that it's not his problem. His problem is to get the runs. I've also observed that a lot of these players, the more successful they get, the more humble they get. And that's a good sight. But I really like the way he orchestrated the win. He was like the perfect Pied Piper for the Kings. And wickets falling all around him. He really constructed that innings well.
Here's the Omodo and Jakku. New Jakku J5. It's an electric vehicle, of course, and they are going to donate 25,000 rupees to education for every match hit up on the J5 podium. Come on, guys, hit some up there. I think that's new. Only hearing that now. Good to hear. Powdle has got the best fielders in the key zones. Sandeep Jora is out in that hot zone. Great over from Naib. 3 overs for 8. 61 for 4.
यार घाटा कर दिया तूने। मैंने और नहीं तो क्या, तूने ही कहा था म्यूचुअल फंड सही है, म्यूचुअल फंड सही है।
भाई पेशेंस। म्यूचुअल फंड ना इस मैच की तरह है, कभी रन रेट ऊपर, कभी थोड़ा सा नीचे।
शानदार शॉट सीधे वर्मा जी के गैलरी।
म्यूचुअल फंड्स की पिच पर जितना टाइम टिका रहेगा, फायदा होने के चांसेस उतने बढ़ेंगे। सही है। म्यूचुअल फंड्स में पेशेंस रखना सही है।
म्यूचुअल फंड निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है। योजना से जुड़े सभी दस्तावेजों को ध्यान से पढ़ें।
This November, get ready as cricket's fastest format returns.
Pull away for 6.
10 teams, 12 days of
It's my idea to be the coolest fan of the day, to win that air conditioning unit, and giving that away each and every game as well. Shermala, he's been excellent. Here he comes for his 4th. Now Rossington, he's got to 40 off 44. He's anchored it nicely, particularly with the wickets falling around him. How does he kick on from here?
Well, that's what Bashir Ahmed did really well yesterday. He was in the 90s when he started off, and then it's now to the end. If Rossington lasts that long, he needs to go at about 140, 160, and then he would have taken that team to a good score. But he can't get out now and leave the team in the lurch. So it's from 44 deliveries that he's played. His strike rate is 90, almost 91. But if he plays another 15 deliveries from here, he's got to go at about 160. That's when they'll get that score.
Yeah, I agree with that. The only thing I'll say in his defense at the same time, as he gets this straight down the ground. Oh, I think he's going to get 4 here, because Trumpelman has made a bit of a meal of it, and that's going to help him start to get that strike rate moving in the right direction. A boundary to the big man.
Well, yes, this is exactly what I meant. If we see the great cricketers playing at T20, it's not the first 20 balls that they score off. It's the next 20 or 25 balls that they get the run. So you'll see 100 of 40 or 45 deliveries, and that makes all the difference.
Yeah, the only thing I was going to say is he groans in frustration. He's disappointed with the way in which he's played that. You look at it, and you look at the other batters who've been dismissed. Carell gone for 7, Bertel, Golden Duck, Sumit Verma, 5th ball duck. He never looked settled, and Trit Raj gone for 1. He's had no support out there.
Well, he's got the support now in Jimmy Neesham, so the more he stays there and scores run, makes it easy for Jimmy Neesham to unleash himself. There it is, a boundary, and all of a sudden 11 runs or 4 deliveries. Now is the time when they need to kick on with the big Jimmy Neesham there and adding Adam Rossington on 45 or 46. This is the time where they really need to step up a gear.
And the pressure is just starting to come on to the Lumbini Lions, because I thought they fielded quite well up to this point, but of all people, it's Rohit Powdell. By his standards, he'd expect to stop that 9 times out of 10. Neesham slumps to his knees, such as his frustration at missing out there. He can't believe what he's done. It's the end of Mala's spell. 2 for 23 for him, 72 for 4.
Dad? Dad, I'm a genius. We don't have to freeze anymore. I can make us penguins fly.
That's going to be tricky without wings.
Exactly. That's why I've got Red Bull. It gives you wings. All we have to do is drink it.
And how?
Come on, Dad. Just drink it. Look. But why?
Why, it's minus 40 degrees. Or did you think we're doing this for fun? Red Bull gives you wings.
But only if you drink it. Oh.
Scoring goals for fun.
That's gone for 6.
Did okay, I think, there.
You did a lot better than I would have done, for sure. Well, we've got some good scorers in the commentary box with us, just letting us know how the tunes are played out.
Yeah, team effort up here, thanks to our boys up in the box. Even our producer, attaboy Abby, he's staying with us. I don't know what day we're on, day 74, day 12. And good old Mandir downstairs. Really appreciate all the team's work. And the guys up at the camera gantries tell me that, I think you got up there the other day, didn't you? Now, you need a head for heights to get up to some of the locations in this ground. And I'll tell you something, I don't think I would have joined you. And I get to every corner of the TU. What were you thinking, Fazal, is my question.
Well, I was completely paralyzed up there with fear. I did climb up there very confidently, Andrew. Just take a look at these guys up there. Right up there, and if we zoom out a little bit, you'll see the height that they're at. I went there, and it's a little wobbly. The wind is playing its part there, and I was completely in awe of those 3 gentlemen out there. Thank you very much for the kind of pictures that you bring us, and absolutely stunning view, no doubt, but extremely dangerous.
You haven't explained why you wanted to get up there. You were looking for a shot of the mountains.
Absolutely, you get a look at the snow-capped mountains there. I was like him. I was trembling in fear, and then he had to help me till I got hold of that step ladder and slowly said every prayer that I knew to get down from there. Well done, my friend, well done. Give us a wave. That's Dharani there at mid-wicket.
Tell you something, they're giving us great camera pictures too. That iconic shot of the ball sailing away into the night sky from Bashir Ahmed last night. It takes a village here, not just to put the NPL on, but to bring their pictures to you. So thanks to all the team. Loving being here in Kathmandu with you.
I swore I'll never get up there again.
I don't know what he was thinking. Mikhail's in the box. So what was he thinking climbing up on the gantry?
I asked Mikhail to join me, and he just scooted away from there and said, no way I'm getting up there.
He's been here before, that's why. Local knowledge. Now Rossington boundary away from 50. beaten on the outside edge. How did this leg spinner Tilak not bowl till the 17th over in their last game? A real misstep, wasn't it, from Powell?
Well, we've seen a bit of mistakes from the skippers, but today he's out there 1 for 11 in his 3rd over. There he is. He probably do a better job than I did up there. There it is. On time, in the nick of time, as they say, Spidey.
Googly, really good Googly too.